So you've got to ask yourself, do you want to get to your dream tired, frustrated, sad, and having no energy to celebrate it? Or do you want to have had momentum of loving and enjoying your dream from when it was just a small seed to when it has grown into a big dream that has fruits, that bears fruits? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Philomena. If you're new here, karibu sana. This is Being Ilomik, where we live, we love, and we grow in grace. I am so glad to have you back on my channel. Today we're just going to talk. I know in the past couple of months it's been a lot of vlogs and a lot of doing things, but today we are back to sit downs and talking. So I had a very interesting conversation with some. I don't know if it was a conversation because she asked a question and I went on and on and on, and well, she kept asking questions after her first questions, so I went on and on and on to tell her a lot of things that I said. So the question was, how have you managed, or how have you dealt with problems or the difficulty in getting a job? As you know, and if you don't know, now you're going to find out that it's been 3 years since I graduated from college, and I haven't really found the job that really satisfies me, and most of the jobs that I get are really short contracts and really unfulfilling, let me just say. So I'm grateful that they're short, because then I can give my energy for a short while and be able to just get out when it stops serving me. So she was asking me how I have been able to deal with the looking for a job and trying to get a job and trying to figure out purpose and all that kind of stuff, and not being able to find it and not getting a job. Because basically when you get out of school, purpose comes later on, especially if you have not thought about it previously. So among the many things that I said to her, one that has been ringing on my mind is the fact that, you know, we have this idea of what it is that we can serve this world with. We have this idea that when I have this job, that's when I can give my energy and I can serve well and I can be at my best. My needs can be provided satisfactorily. I can do the things that I want to do, and I can be what I have always wanted to be. But the one thing that I encourage anyone that is in that position is look at people who have gotten to those places and try and see if that makes them happy. For instance, I'll give you a perfect example. During elections period, as we are preparing for elections period, there's all these campaigns, and there are new leaders that come into the pool, and they're telling us, we are going to change this thing, we're going to do this, we are not going to do like the old leaders. And once they are there, they act exactly the same as the old leaders, because in my thought, maybe because they go in there and they find that it's the way that system works, and going against that system is not really allowed. You could either put your life in danger, or you don't have that much support, or that is not just how politics works. That's just the system. So they had this whole dream, but when they get there, they can't serve how they dreamed. They have to serve how the system requires. So if you got the job or the position or whatever it is that you wanted, and you found that the system restricts you to act against what you're dreaming of, what then do you do? Well, I will tell you something is, you get to the if you get to the system and the system doesn't encourage you to live your dream, you're going to be unhappy and you're going to live in misery every day, and you're going to start thinking that you dreamt wrong dreams. The problem is not that you dreamt wrong dreams or that you got into the wrong kind of job. It's just the dream that you have does not require this system. It requires a new system, and you have to create that system for yourself. Stop waiting for systems that are already existing to support your dreams. Start, and that is why then we are encouraged to start working on our dreams, to start small, because as you start small, you get to learn all these things. You check one system that doesn't work, you change the system, or you have an existing system and you change how that works so that it can be exactly how you dreamed it of. Here's the thing, if you can't serve right now where you are, you're probably not going to serve when you get that job, when you get that position, when you become that person that you want to become. If your needs are not being met now, you're probably not going to meet them any better once you get that job. So allow for God to provide your needs in this place that you're in the way that He chooses to, so that as you go into those other calls ahead of you, then that becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, so that there's sort of a growth. So for instance, for me, one of the things that I knew that I would be fulfilling for me was that I wanted to be in a place of service, in a place, and to this point I haven't figured out what that is. I just know, however, that I can't exist in a place of me that doesn't fulfill me. I would love to serve. I would love to be in a place of service. And so the one little thing that I knew that I wanted, that I knew that I had to do, was not to wait until I had this big position for me to serve. It was for me to start serving in the small places that I am at, and that I am called, in the little things that I'm called to be and to where I am at. So whether that's to be a good daughter, a respectful daughter to my mother, listen to her, hear her, and be there to serve her when she needs and when I'm able to. Be a good sister, a good sibling to my brother. Serve in the way that he would need me to serve him. Serve in my family, serve in that service. And the other thing was, when after that, the next level is maybe in my jobs that I've been having, is to give my all in those jobs. And at the end of the day, ask myself, did I serve today? Yes. Did I give my all today? Yes. Then I sleep in peace knowing that I have served and I have done my duty today. My purpose for today has been served. My intention for this very day has been served. And therefore I have no problem with going to the next level of service, because in my first level of service I have given my all and I have had joy in it. So stop waiting for something to save you, to save your dream. Start allowing for your dreams, exist. Just if you are not inspired, and inspiration is from inside, you feel that there's something that you need to do, it is not a motivation, it is not from outside, it is not external. You're not being encouraged from external, either conditions or people or the society. It's just from inside. It's what your dream causes you to do. wait for that inspiration and act on that inspiration. If there's something that you need to learn, if there's a skill that you need to learn for it to support your dream, then go ahead and do that and watch your dream grow. Wait for the inspiration and start making your dreams work now. Stop waiting for a certain job or a certain position. Ask yourself, what is the smallest thing that I can do now or today with the things that I have? I'm a human. For instance, for me, I'm a human, I'm a woman. I love speaking to people. I love encouraging people in their journey of growth. So what is the smallest thing that I can do? Well, start a YouTube channel, speak to people about these things. Don't be afraid to speak about God. Don't be afraid to speak about growth. Don't be afraid to speak about your experiences. Encourage people through your experiences. Here's the thing, if you can't serve now with what you have and what you are now, you're probably not going to serve any better when you're there. If you can't talk to people, if you don't have a message for 10 people, the people around you, your family, your friends, if you don't have a message for them that is inspiring and good, then you're not going to have any message to give and to preach to 1,000 people. If you don't have any content to post, any good content that you can post to your 180 subscribers, how are you expecting to serve with 1,000 subscribers? Work with what you have, because right here, right now, this is your call. This is what you're being called to do, and until you are able to answer to this call, until you're able to put your talents into work and bring fruit out of them here and now, then you can get 10 more talents. It's like the story of talents in the Bible. Someone gets 10, someone else 5, someone else 2 or 1, and the one with 10 works and gets 10 more. The one with 5 works and get 5 more. The one with 2 says, I'm just going to wait until this guy decides to deal with his talents, and that was taken away from him. So put your dreams to work. Start giving them life right now. Don't be scared to live your dream in the simplest and smallest ways, because those are going to give you fulfillment and encouragement for the actualization of your dream to grow to the point where you want, and then you will be able to enjoy your dream fully. But if you cannot enjoy it fully right here, right now, you're going to be frustrated every day. So you've got to ask yourself, do you want to get to your dream tired, frustrated, sad, and having no energy to celebrate it? Or do you want to have had momentum of loving and enjoying your dream from when it was just a small seed to when it has grown into a big dream that has fruits, that bears fruits? So yeah, I think that's my message for today. So I will see you on the next one, and please subscribe so that you can turn my 180 to my 1000, especially if you feel that like my message for the 180 is good. So let's take it to more and more and more and more people. Like this video if you like it, share it with friends, especially those that are finishing school, especially those that are just starting to figure out their life after school, because I know it can be hard. So like the video, subscribe. If you have a comment to leave it. I love it, even just a heart. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.